Hey guys, it's Mark, Smitty 14, and thought it was kind of time for a little bit of a hobby update. Um, just a general hobby update. It's going to be more focused around American War of Independence, but just to cover a couple things really quick. First of all, a few new subscribers, couple. So if you're seeing this, welcome to the channel. It's kind of getting to be part of the intro lately, which is pretty cool. Welcoming new subscribers, and if you haven't seen it in previous videos, this channel is just for pure entertainment. Hopefully you take a little bit away from it and enjoy it. And like I always say, I want this to be a friendly little community, I guess, so feel free to comment, and if you can help other people out with their questions or comments, feel free to. But the golden rule is don't be a dick, so we just all want to get along, and we all do. So welcome aboard, and I hope you enjoy. So enough of that. Basically, what's going on hobby-wise? Hobby-wise is a little slow, and life is taking some of my free time up, which is probably my biggest excuse and crutch, because we all have that, and some of you guys all figure out how to still manage to get hobby time in, and I need to figure that out. But I have gotten a few things done, but not as much as I would like, I guess. First off, good news. My last video, I hinted at possibility of a new job, and I didn't want to give out too much information until I found out for sure if I got it or not. So I found out Friday that I did get the job. So what that means is it means no more working till 2:30 in the morning. My hours should possibly vary between 9 and 5:30 at night to 10 to 6:30 at night at the latest. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be going to work for a Coca-Cola bottling plant that's where I live. And so it'll actually cut my commute time from 23 miles one way every day to 6 miles. So that's good as well. So hours and commute, better benefits, all that fun stuff, and a lot of great possibilities and room for growth with that company, obviously. So everybody should know what Coca-Cola is. So be making sodas. So they plant here. They bottle soda for Coca-Cola products for all of Iowa, part of southern Minnesota, part of Illinois, and I think Missouri as well, and maybe a little bit in Nebraska. I can't remember, but it's quite a big area. So if you're in Iowa or areas right around the border, and you buy a Coke product, if you look at it, it'll say it'll have that plant name that I'm going to be at. So really cool. Pretty excited. It's going to be a total career change, and looking forward to it. It's good. So enough said about that. Enough rambling about it. So hobby wise, pretty much I have gotten all the miniatures that I do have so far for American War of Independence project for Musket and Tomahawks that Dan and I are working on. I've got them all based and primed. I changed the basing material, like I said before. I was grabbing it and about dropped off my desk. That'd have been a mess. I think I said in a previous video, I'm using this Vallejo Earth Texture acrylic. Usually I use the golden gel stuff, which I really love this stuff. Highly recommend it. Using it for your basing, it has really great texture, and you can really with a dry brush, it really makes it pop. I've done all my bold action minis and some of the smaller terrain with this stuff, and it's a great product. And this tub has lasted forever. It's about time to get a new one. It's about gone, but I've done a lot of stuff with this, so highly recommend it. So far, thoughts on this. It's a good product. I don't have anything wrong with it. It's a little bit finer than what that gel pumice is, but I think it'll work. So I'm just going to stick with it for this project, so all the basing looks similar. So that's what we're doing for basing. Like I said, I think we went over that in a prior video. The other thing that I'm doing different than normal is I primed all the miniatures like a light gray. It's almost a white. Typically I use black, so that's a little bit different. I did do a very rough paint job on one of the figures, and it actually takes the paint really well, so I actually am glad I did that. The red especially, it really took it. Sometimes with the black when you do red, or some of those like yellow too, you have to do several coats because it just it doesn't take it very well over the black. The other thing that I noticed too, and if you've ever used an airbrush, the black really clogs up your airbrush pretty quick, and this white or light gray white didn't do that. It's probably because of the pigment. So, but anyway, I've got all the plastic Perrys primed and based, like I said. Woodland Indians, 6 of them, got them primed and based. I ordered 12, and the company that I ordered it from, 6 of them were on back order from Perry, so they did get those. I actually got those, I think, last week sometime. So they're really, I love the Woodland Indians from Perry. They are freaking sweet sculpts. I can't wait to paint them up, and I may just paint them first, just because it's challenging, I guess. It's a lot more skin tone than I'm used to, so that'll be a little bit different. But they're really cool sculpts. So I just got to base those and prime them, which I want to do, so that way I have all the miniatures on hand. They're based and primed, so when I start the assembly line process of painting, I have them all done. I don't have to get distracted from basing and priming again. The only thing left I have coming for American War of Independence project so far that I've ordered, I still haven't received my Musket and Tomahawks rule set. I did email the guy to make sure he does have them in stock, or did, and to see if he it did actually send them. I've got my buildings and bridge from Sarissa Precision. I got those this week. I've already assembled one of the buildings, so I'll show you that. Sarissa Precision, I've got their buildings that I really like them. I think they're very cost effective, quick terrain, and there's a lot of potential to, they look great just as they are, but there's also a lot of great potential to add more detail to them to make them really pop. So if you haven't checked out Sarissa Precision, I would highly recommend them and suggest you do so. They have a wide range, and they're just constantly growing what they have. So, but other than that, and then I have some figures from Foundry that should be en route, that are British line troops, and they're firing troops. So that should be it for the American War of Independence project stuff that's coming. So I did break down and order Sharp's Practice rule set, so I'm looking forward to getting that and seeing it. The playthroughs look pretty cool. But for Dan and I, we're going to start out Musket and Tomahawks, and we've decided to go with 400 points for starting point. So I've been working on a list and tinkering with that, so that's pretty cool. Looking forward to it. So that's pretty much it on the American War of Independence front. I'll show a video of what I have assembled and primed so far, and I'll go from there in one of the buildings. So basically, building wise, what I got from Sarissa, the one that I put together is Stone Chimney #1, which there's a drawing of it. Excuse me, stuff's falling off the table. I got their North American Bridge, which I'll probably put this together next. That looks like it'll be pretty quick. The building that I did put together took maybe 20-25 minutes at the most. I used white glue, so some of that was just drying time. Stone chimney number 6. It's got a little porch on it. House with porch, stone chimney. Log cabin stone chimney. And house with stone chimney number 2. So I wanted to get something that I could also not only use for American War of Independence, but could use for potentially Wild West too, because Gunfire's Ball Kickstarter is rapidly approaching delivery time, so I'm looking really forward to that. I probably spent more on that Kickstarter than I really originally planned, but there's some pretty cool stuff that's coming. So anyway, that's that. Hobby-wise, I'm just kind of looking at my table. That's really, honestly, about it. Not a whole lot hobby update-wise, and that shouldn't. You guys are probably like, well, that's nothing new. It's kind of disappointing. But anyway, so life's good. Good things going on right now. So new job and some other things going on, and that are good. So we'll see what all pans out here in the near future. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Been watching your videos. You guys got some really good stuff going on. Once I kind of get things sorted out and make some time for hobby, I hope I have more hobby stuff for you, so we can keep going. And Dan's kind of busy with stuff, and I'm busy with stuff, so we haven't got any gaming in, and hopefully that'll change here fairly soon. So we will. Next game we do, if it's bold action or whatever it is, we'll do a battle report, and hopefully I think the issue with the memory card situation has been sorted out. So we'll give her battle report number 2 a shot. So anyway, that's enough of that. Can't think of anything else, so what I'll do is flip the camera around and show you some prime British infantry and woodland Indians, and one of the buildings I put together, and then the rough, I stress, it's very, very rough. It's just basically to get an idea of the coat color and the facing color figure that I've painted. So anyway, take care, be good to each other, and enjoy the hobby, and happy gaming, all. So I'll talk to you later. Bye. Alright guys, here is the overview of what I have so far, mini-wise, minus the test figure. So I did rank them up just for shits and grins, I guess. They're not ranked up appropriately, I guess. They're just put in little groups. So here are the firing and loading. If I was paid attention, put them in shot here. Firing and loading woodland Indians from prairies. They're metals. They're really, I think they're really cool miniatures. I'm really happy with how they look, and like I said before, I can't wait to paint them up. There's the 6 that I just received earlier. Actually, it was last week. That are advancing woodland Indians. So I do plan to have, I think I'm having 2 6-man groups of woodland Indians in my list, if I remember right. So here's one ranked up group. It's just a similar pose, and then the front rank is 2 sergeants, the standard bearers, drummer obviously, and then the officer. Like I said, they're not ranked up how they would be as an actual unit. I just put them together just to show a block of troops. And then there's the other pose that comes in the plastic Perry's kit, all ranked up. So I'll be interested. I've never really done a ranked army before, which Musket and Tomahawks really isn't ranked armies, but if and when we escalate it to either black power or sharps practice, excuse me, I'm looking forward to seeing everything ranked up. I think it'll be pretty cool. So And then with Perry's plastics, you get a couple casualties. So here is the very rough, I stress, very rough look of what the coats will look like with the green facing and the red. So I'm actually surprised how fast these will paint up, because in all reality there's a lot of white when you come to look at it. You know, there's gonna be a little bit of green, a little bit of red, some blacks, and then obviously the weapons, and then the gear and flesh. So once I get motivated and going, that should go fairly quick, I would think. Those are just my thoughts anyway. Here is the Sarissa Precision building. This is North American Range 28 mil house, stone chimney number 1. So like I said, it took about 20, maybe 25 minutes to put it together. Went together really quick. I used white glue. So it's got wood planking floors. The inside walls are pretty bare except for the inside chimney, and then there's a little picture obviously and framing around the chimney opening. The roof just slots on. You got your window detailed and the frames. There's the stone chimney. I think probably the only thing I'll do before I paint it, which that's one of my other Sarissa Precision buildings that I've had for a long time, and it's not painted, so don't expect this to get painted anytime soon. I think what I'll do is just add roof tiles to it and leave the rest of it alone, and just paint it from there after that. The roof, I think, will give it enough texture to make it really pop. The only criticism I have of this kit is the gap in the chimney, and maybe it's just the way I put it together, but it'd have been nice if they would have figured out how to put this kit together with the chimney together, and I think they could have done it, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this part could have been, you know, trimmed off or whatever and just glued as a separate part, but maybe it's just me and how I put it together, but it'll be alright. It's definitely not a deal breaker by any means. I still recommend the kit, and but if that's something that's a deal breaker for you, I just want to let you know that up front. So I think what I'll do is hammer out these buildings, get those done. That's the next step, so it shouldn't take very long. We'll base and prime these woodland Indians, and then we'll start the painting process on the infantry, and hopefully foundry figures will be in. Still haven't received my bocage yet from Wood, or shit, the name just totally slipped my mind. Sorry about that, but haven't received the bocage yet. I did email them the other day, and I got a response back this morning, and they did send them out. I ordered it back in May, so we're looking at about, well, it's 30 days now. And they said they sent it off, and it must have got lost in the post. They were very kind, and they're gonna resend the order. So kudos to them, and I'll put the name of the company, since I'm drawing a blank, down below. So if you haven't seen the review of the bocage, I suggest you go back a few videos and take a look at it, especially if you're looking at bocage for World War II or any other time frame. It's a product that's I would recommend. So alright, that's it. Not a whole lot to show you, but hopefully making some time here, and free time is going to be gonna have to learn how to balance a little bit of things here differently with some stuff that's coming up in life. So but it's good things, so don't worry. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, take care of each other, happy gaming, and hopefully next video we have more of an update for you. Take care, guys.